guys drum along when you hear the theme? We do. The whole crew in the studio. How many people are in here right now? It's two. There's two of us. Good to be with you, though. Thanks for hanging out on the CBSN Minnesota Morning Update. My name is Jason DeRusha. It is Tuesday, and it's foggy out there again, isn't it? Yeah, we're kind of used to that. I don't know. You know, Riley said he thinks part of it today is some of the melting snow. Last week we were just in this kind of moist pattern. I know some of you don't like that word. It's descriptive. It's a good word. Nice day today, 32, 33, 34, right in there. Yesterday we saw 34, tomorrow 38. I know it's sort of crazy to be celebrating temperatures that are just barely at the freezing point, but for this point in January, you expect it to be in the 20s, which means most of the day you're in the 10s or the teens. So this is nice, just gives you a chance to go outside, and we told our kids to go take a walk. Go take a walk. It's cold. Suck it up, buddy. Okay? That's what I say to you. That's some parenting tips from your friend Jason. Let's talk about this. Here's another parenting tip. Don't let your kids go to this. WeFest, big country music festival, and camping. And there's a lot of debauchery at WeFest, right? And so in a time of COVID, could the return of WeFest be the hope that a lot of us have been looking for? Sort of a return to normalcy, a country music fest. This is what it looked like back in the, pre-days. They just announced their headliners. Musicians are just absolutely hoping to get back on the road. Florida Georgia Line, Dierks Bentley, Blake Shelton. Come on. That's great. That's a lineup. August 5th through the 7th is when the festival is scheduled for. Tickets go on sale Friday. It's the largest and longest running music festival in Minnesota. So here's our question to you this morning. Would you buy a ticket? Friday they go on sale. We're not asking like, well, I don't like country music. So, no, would you buy a ticket to a music festival of your choice right now? They'll refund your money if they have to cancel it for COVID. But is there something in that act of buying a ticket that maybe is like a tangible sign of hope? Got to get some vaccines out, right, and get things going. Love to know what you think. Are you ready to make a purchase like this? Christian Cordero this morning described it as sort of a social experiment. I think it'll be interesting to see what people do. So leave a comment on the WCCO TV Facebook page. We'll share some of your comments in a morning. A warning from the FBI as Minnesota State Patrol increasing security all around the state capitol. This warning was that armed protests were being planned at all 50 state capitals in the days leading up to the inauguration. State Patrol has a barrier out there now. They've increased their presence inside and outside. Spokesperson for the Department of Public Safety says they are aware of potential insurrection. They're tracking possible protest activity. They stand ready to protect the Capitol and state employees. Minnesota National Guard members are getting called up to help in the nation's capital on Inauguration Day. The Guard says it's been asked to help. They don't have all the details about their mission. They expect it later this week. 15,000 troops from around the country could be deployed to D.C. before President-elect Joe Biden sworn in on the 20th. And Joe Biden was asked yesterday what he thinks about all of this as far as his level of fear. And he said, no, he is not afraid to take the oath in public. We've also learned that President Trump and Vice President Mike Pence finally met in the Oval Office last night after nearly a week of not talking to each other. I mean, take a moment to consider that people stormed the U.S. Capitol. Some were heard chanting, "Find Mike Pence." So Pence and Trump did not talk. The president sort of threw Mike Pence under the bus on Twitter, angry that Mike Pence wouldn't block the Electoral College votes. So interesting. Those two had a conversation. Democrats are moving forward with the impeachment plan. You know, first they're going to send this sort of, I don't know if it's symbolic or not, but it's a resolution to the vice president asking him to invoke the 25th Amendment, which says the vice president would take over if the president's no longer fit. Mike Pence has shown no willingness or indication that he would do that. So the House then will vote on impeaching President Trump for a second time. And that vote is scheduled for tomorrow. The one count of impeachment claims the president incited insurrection when his supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol building. 5 people died as a result of that. Some Minneapolis city employees are under investigation this morning for possibly taking part in last week's U.S. Capitol siege. Not a lot of details about this. Federal investigators have been tracking people involved in the attack. There's so much video and so many people were bragging about doing it while they were doing it. And apparently 2 city employees in Minneapolis, at least they're under investigation. The city got complaints. They're not naming the workers, but they are saying, look, if you have any information about this, contact the local and federal authorities. They want to know about it. WCCO has learned there will be 2 trials for the now former Minneapolis police officers accused of killing George Floyd. Sources tell us Derek Chauvin will go on trial in March. His charge is second-degree murder and manslaughter. The other 3 officers will stand trial in late summer. So we expect to learn more details later today. But the reality of these charges, those 3 are charged with aiding and abetting. And if Chauvin is not convicted, then those 3 have nothing to be tried for aiding and abetting, if that makes sense. So that's part of why the 3 officers wanted it separate. Breaking vaccine news this morning. The Trump administration is saying, look, we got to get this thing going. We've got vaccines out there, and we need to get them in arms. And so they want to have states give vaccines now to people older than 65. Stop with all these 1A, 1B, 1C, blah, blah, blah. Get it going. No longer holding back the second dose of 2-dose shots. It's unclear exactly how this will work in Minnesota, so we'll be watching for more on that later today. But the idea of getting these things out to people, let's go. Let's get it moving. You're prioritizing it, which made perfect sense if it was going to get out in any sort of quick fashion. Yeah, you want to prioritize it, but now it's like, come on. How about the Eagle Cam? Do you like webcams of animals? You do? Well, you're in luck. The eagle is a magical bird. It just is. You see an eagle, it's like, whoa, it's an eagle. I still remember the first time in my life I saw an eagle, which I think I was in my 20s in the Quad Cities, right on the Mississippi River. It was just amazing. And here in Minnesota, we get to see this a lot. Look at this. This is live right now, I'm being told. Oh, man. What do you think the eagles, look how big that bird is. I don't know, eagles are amazing. And you just think, you're like, all right, it's 7:42. Here's this eagle just chilling. No idea that we're all watching. Last year, the eagle laid an egg in February. So, pretty cool. Eagle Cam, you can get to it at WCCO.com. Let me show you this video. It is amazing. Downhill skiing is scary enough to begin with, right? Because you get such speed as you go down that ramp. Let's take a look. First of all, shout out to the photographer, right? Like, that's awesome. So this is Fabian Bosch. He's from Switzerland. And did you catch this? I'm going to show it to you again. Because he's going down. There he goes off the jump. 1, 2, double flip. Double front flip off a 164-foot jump. So there's the jump and the flip, and he sticks it, no problem. 2-time world champion. He's a Winter X Games gold medalist. He was going about 55 miles per hour down that hill. I mean, you got to figure like you failed a number of times while you tried this, right? Like the wipeout there has to be so intense. You're trying to get the second flip all the way around, and if you come up short, those skis are just, wow. Anyway, something to marvel at, right? What a talent. Okay, let's talk about today's topic. Would you buy a ticket to a country show? Dirks, Florida-Georgia line. Come on. Linda's ready. Linda Nelson Juneau. Yes, would totally buy a ticket, ready to go to an outdoor music festival. I think the outdoor aspect of this helps, right? Kimberly, I just want to have fun again. Kimberly, I went to Costco last night, and that felt like an adventure. It was like a night out. What passes for fun? Andrea says not for another month or two. Vaccine rollout has gone too slowly. If it's ramped up and people take it, we'll see. Right now, it's too early. I feel that, Andrea. Thank you. Brittany, same thing. Probably not yet. Just seems still too hopeful. I don't want to get too excited yet. I feel that way a little bit, Brittany. I don't know if I would buy a ticket for something this summer. We've been talking about travel, and I don't know. Here's Paul. I have for WeFest years back and had a blast. This year, I'm going to pass on going. There's something about like camping. I mean, outdoor, we know outdoor is safer. But, you know, people aren't going to be wearing masks, and you're not, I mean, social distancing is easy to do at the beginning of the day at an outdoor music concert. And then after you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, Mick Golden lights in, everybody gets a little closer. All right, that's it for us from the CBSN Minnesota Morning Update. From all of us here at The Update, thanks for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow.